Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is November 20, 2021. Let's look at top stock with the heavy short ratio. I love trading stocks with the heavy short ratio because you can get a nice profit by spotting them right. The key is to spot these stocks right. That way you can benefit from it. So we will look at how to spot them and go from there. So we will do a quick market update and see where we can go from here. Are we going to go higher, lower, or sideways? And then we'll jump in and look at stocks with a heavy short ratio. You'll get a good lay of the land on what are these stocks. And then we'll jump in and look at one of my favorite segments here. We'll look at stocks with a positive sales growth and positive gross margin and low RSI. These are some of the good names to look at and see if you can buy them slowly and take it from there. Then we'll back it up with a better way to grow your portfolio. We'll look at rule of 40, where gross margin plus sales growth greater than 40% and positive net margin. These companies make money, so these are the good ones to look at if you're conservative and you want to grow your portfolio safely. And then we'll even back it up further to and look at best way to grow your portfolio. Look at rule of 40, where gross margin plus sales growth greater than 40%, positive net margin and low debt. These companies are growing and they got low debt, so these are very solid companies. And then we'll look at when short squeeze or the short ratio, when the heavy short ratio meets TTM squeeze. I typically look at this one here to get some great ideas. Typically when the short ratio is high, that means stock has to go somewhere high or low. But when the TTM squeeze fires off either daily, weekly or monthly, that tells you stock has to move now. It has to go higher or lower pretty quickly. The key is to spot good ones where we can have a nice rally here and go from there. So with that, let's jump in here, do a quick market update. Where do we go from here? Up, down, sideways. So with that, let's jump in and look at the stock market quickly. So as you look through here, we got here S&P 500 futures here. It's doing great. It's almost at the top, as you can see here. It's above its 200, 100, 50 and 25-day moving average. That tells you it's in a bullish run here. And Nasdaq is a rocket ship here. This is one of the strongest indices here. As you can see here, squarely bullish here above all the moving averages. And then we got here Dow Jones Industrial Average. This one broke 25-day moving average. As you can see here, it might even hit say 50-day moving average. We'll see how it goes. So Dow Jones Industrial Average is a little bit weaker here. And then you got Russell 2000. Russell 2000 is also weaker, as you can see here. It broke down the 25-day moving average. So typically when Russell rolls over like this, there could be some ripple effect on broader S&P 500 and Nasdaq. There could be some down day next week. We'll see how it goes. So with that, let's jump in here and see where we can go from here. So as you look through here, we got S&P 500 futures. It's the mother of all stock futures, as they say. Look here, we got December futures here down 3%. And then you see here we got March futures down 5. Keep watching the dollar amount here or the value here. The December futures are 4697, whereas March futures are 4689, tad lower. That tells you don't expect any huge bullish run here. Market is going to drift slowly in the trading range, maybe a little bit lower. That's what futures are telling you. Don't expect a huge rally here. Instead, market will be trading sideways. As you look through further, you might ask, hey, what's going to happen next week, next month? So let's jump in and look at some of those things here. As you see here, we got S&P 500 option chain here. And as you look through here, we got 6 days out, which is sometime next week. So you're expecting a 12% up or down. S&P 500 can go maybe 64 points higher or lower. That's what is being predicted as of now in the options market. And then we can look at maybe 41 days out, end of the year. As you can see here, end of the year, we can see 18% up or down, which is 234 points up or down. So don't hold your breath for a huge rally or a huge crash, and instead look at some trading range, probably sideways up or down type motion here. That's what is indicated by S&P 500 futures, and we'll probably that's one of the best gauge that we have so far. We'll go with that. And next, let's look at market and see how is Friday's market action. As you look through here on Friday, we have a divergent market as you can see here. Dow Jones Industrial Average came down as you can see here, down 268 points. And we got Nasdaq, which is slightly higher, and S&P 500 also came down a little bit. So it's a divergent market. Dow is down, Nasdaq is up, S&P 500 is wondering where to go. So in a nutshell, Dow Jones Industrial Average is not a huge big barometer anymore. Nasdaq is really becoming that major strength here. That's why you see Nasdaq doing great, and Dow Jones is kind of sideways, and S&P 500 is in between those two. Tries to really balance between these two and somewhere in between. So with that, from a major news perspective, we have all the US adults are now eligible for Pfizer and Moderna COVID vaccine. This is a great news, for the folks who want to travel and really have some fun. They can take this shot here, booster shot, and they can be a little more comfortable and do a little more traveling. Then we got your House passed the massive social safety safety net and climate bill. So we'll see how it goes because it has to still pass through the Senate. We'll see how it goes. And then we have oil price. Oil price fall 4% here. There's some lockdown worries here, but folks are predicting don't expect much relief in the pump yet. So generally, oil has been low of late. We'll see how it goes. And then we got your rocket builder Astra. They reach orbit for the first time. Some of these space stocks are down big time. It's good to look at some of the space names and invest in them. And then you got S&P 500. It's a sideways drift right now, and it's a divided market as you can see here. S&P 500 down a little bit, Nasdaq, which is tech heavy, up. So it's a divergent market here. We'll see how it goes. And Kathy Wood, our good old friend, she buys WalkMe, CGNT, and Innoviz. So we will see if we can buy some of these names along with Kathy. Kathy typically she buys when the stocks are down. She gets a good value and she keeps it for a while and then checks it away. So I think Kathy does well. She knows she has a knack to spot bottom and she tries to buy them there. So with that, let's jump in and get started. So as you look through here from a major stock news perspective, we got BKKT. It's a crypto play here. Their earnings increased by, net revenue increased by 38%, operating expense increased by 60%. Stock went up high as you can see here. Still low RSI. You could still buy this stock here. I would say wait for a little pullback. Right, there's a nice pop, 13% pop in one day. Wait for a little pullback and then buy the stock here. $19 stock. You could buy the stock outright here. So as you scan through here, we got Workhorse here. Workhorse, I think this even after reporting a negative Q3, stock seems to be going higher just after that. But as you see here, now it's down a little bit. At this price, Workhorse is a bargain here. We could slowly buy with the President Biden's infra bill. The EV names can get some benefit. So that's why I think it's good to slowly buy and accumulate Workhorse. As you see here, it says it has got a nice 41% short ratio. This can cause some short squeeze as you go forward. Then we got Big Five Sporting Goods. This goes up and down violently. I think there was a special dividend. That's why stock came down. So BGF is also a good one to buy here at these levels. And then you got a semiconductor company, NVTS. I think they're honored in the CES 2022. As you see here, high short ratio stock has been dropping off here. RSI 61. I would say wait for a little pullback and then start buying NVTS here. It's a great semiconductor play here. Very low price stock as you can see here. And then you got your Aspiron Therapeutic ESPR. As you see here, stock has been down big time, and RSI is 31 here, high short ratio. And this one you can slowly buy here. Nice sales growth and nice gross margin. And then we got here Lemonade, one of my favorite stock here. As you look through Lemonade here, it's been down in 1 day, 5 day, 10 day, and so on and so forth. High RSI, low RSI, and high short ratio. I'm a buyer of Lemonade at these levels and accumulate. And then you got your Woof Petco here. So CEO makes a comment, pets don't get enough care. Stock is down big as you can see here, down in 1 day, 5 day, 10 day, and so on and so forth. They got little high debt to equity ratio, little bit high debt on the balance sheet, but at these levels you could buy some Woof here and go from there. High short ratio 34%. And then you got your Beyond Meat, as you can see here. This one has been going down, down, down of late. Look here, we got a high short ratio 30%. These guys have got high, let's see here, high debt to equity ratio. I don't like too much debt on the balance sheet, but at these levels, it could be okay to slowly, buy a little bit Beyond Meat here. No need to rush here, slowly buy some and go from there. And then you got here Cassava. Cassava faces increased security scrutiny here on the Alzheimer's drug, but the company still forges ahead with the advanced trials. As you see here, high 30% short ratio, stock rallied in 1 day, RSI is 41. This is a good one to buy when they're down. It's a good trading stock, goes up and down violently. I think it's a good one. You can accumulate slowly on the down days. We will jump in and look at a few trends here with the ETFs and go from there. So as you look through here from a sector perspective, we got major indices here. We got S&P 500, QQQ, EEM, which is emerging market, IWM, Russell 2000, small cap stocks here, and DIA, which is Dow Jones Industrial Average. Everybody talks about Dow Jones Industrial Average, but look here, the reality is from a volume perspective, we got SPY and QQQ. They are the heaviest volume hitters. Dow Jones is a little bit tad lower volume. It's not that barometer like we had it before. Instead, we got QQQ and SPY. They're taking the baton, as you can see here. And we had a good day in in QQQ on Friday. Not a great day, it's okay day, but SPY is also okay. But look here, we got IWM, DIA, both were down. So Dow Jones Industrials are down. Think about all these industrial names. They are a little bit trading lower here. So as you look through here, 1 year we did okay here, not too bad here. Emerging markets are struggling a little bit, but USA is doing pretty nice when it comes to 1 year performance. Then as you look through here, look at the financials a little bit. The way to read this is really, we got TLT, which is the bond here. Bond, as you can see here, gains some strength. The moment bond gains the strength, basically the interest rates are going lower. That will impact the financials. Financials are going lower, as you can see here. And typically when interest rates go higher, typically dollar can get strengthened when the bond market goes higher. Dollar gets strengthened a little bit, and that's why you see here commodities are a little bit lower with the DBC here, and also crude is also oil is also a little bit lower. As you can see here, XL is also low. It's an inverse relationship between the bonds here and the interest rates. As the interest rates go lower, as you see here, we got interest rates, which is HYG, is trending lower here. Utilities are gaining strength here. Folks will swap out of these treasuries and go into utilities because they get some good, dividend here. So that's what's going on here. Folks are really doing some arbitrage here between the bonds here and interest rate and commodities, and also look at IYR as interest rates are going lower. IYR is right now, it's a little bit tepid lower here. We'll see how it goes. Folks are a little bit worried about inflation. So that's the dynamics here. You have to look at the bonds, look at the interest rates, inverse relationship, and how it will impact the financials and real estate and also utilities. So with that, let's jump in here, look at consumer staples and some of these names. So as you see here, we got XLP, XLV, and GLD. We call it, kind of a risk-off type play when folks are worried about some inflation, and they will go into stocks like consumer staples. Everybody has to buy, the soap, toilet rolls, and whatnot. That's why when there is a risk on type scenario, when folks think stock market will roll over, that's when they buy safety names like XLP, XLV, which is the healthcare, and gold. Right now clearly folks are not worried too much about stock market rolling over. That's why, as you can see here, XLP, XLV, gold, they're all trading a little bit lower here. And then we got here technology and some of these consumer discretionary and semiconductors. So these are risk on type play. Folks are thinking, you know what, stock market will go higher. Let me buy some of these risky assets like technology, consumer discretionary, and semiconductor. That's why you see a nice rally in risk on type play here with the XLK, XLY, SMH. So that's what's going on here. Risk on, risk off. That's why money is coming out of some of these bond names here and going into the risk names like XLK, XLY, SMH, even QQQ for that matter. That's the inter sector dynamics that you got to pay attention to. That will serve you well. So with that, let's jump in here, look at major trends. As you look at the major trend here, we got clearly off late Ethereum and GBTC. In one day they did well, but still look at the RSI here. They're a little bit tad lower here. You could buy your favorite names when it comes to Bitcoin here. Think about Coinbase, BTBT, Marathon Digital, and some of those names you could buy at these levels here. Given still RSI lower for BTBT and GBTC. Clean energy, on the other hand, still RSI is okay. You could selectively buy some clean energy here and look at human genomics. Human genomics is not catching a break here. Our friend Cat is down 40% from 52-week high. You could buy some great names in human genomics names. You could look at this ARKG and buy some of those names here. I will also cover some of these names in my stock update as we go forward and take it from there. Semiconductor rocket ship, super hot. See here, 75 RSI tells you, hey, don't buy here. It's at the top here. You have to be very, very, very selective. And then as you scan through here, we got healthcare down, TAN, MJ, ARKF. All these names are down here with the little bit lower RSI, maybe with the exception of TAN, which is solar. Solar has been doing okay, but biotech is down, and even cannabis is down big time. Cannabis is not getting a break here. You see here, it's getting clobbered in 1 day, 5 day, all the way to 6 months and 1 year. It's really down even in 5 years. So you could look at some good cannabis names for a long-term play and take it from there. And fintech has been down of late, as you can see here. It's a great time to buy some great fintech names. Think about Square, think about PayPal, Visa, MasterCard, and so on and so forth. And then you got battery here, EV batteries. It's doing well here. It's 56. It's good to buy on down days here. Right now, it's doing well. And then you got here cyber security. Off late it's down. Folks are really worried a little bit about these cloud names here, so that's why it came down a little bit. RSI is 58. I would say wait a little bit, then buy your favorite cyber security names. As you scan through here, from low RSI perspective, we got here space here. Space, we got some great names and low RSI. You could buy some space names. I love buying these social media names here: Facebook, Pinterest, and Twitter and Snapchat. Great time to buy those here, low RSI. So with that, let's jump in here. Artificial intelligence is a little bit hot here, but it could buy some names which are fallen off big time, like C3 AI as an example. So with that, let's jump in here and look at top stock with the heavy short ratio. So we will look at names with the volume greater than 1 million shares traded on Friday. So with that, this is a list here as you can scan through here. Just by looking at this quickly, you'll get a lay of a land here. Look, we got AGC going nicely, 10 day, 1 month, nice performance here, down in 1 day. In those type of names like AGC, like there is one more here, Blink Charging, and a couple more here with the, Cassava and Fisker, and one more here, Bed Bath and Beyond. I would say shy away a little bit, let them cool off. But if you see low RSI candidates, RSI say below 40 or so, or even say 45, those names, as you can slowly jump in and buy slowly, like Hippo here and so on and so forth. One more thing I always look at is really, is the stock jumping higher in 1 day and with the low RSI. For example, our friend Hippo here, Hippo is low RSI, stock is jumping in 1 day, still off its, say 3 month high. Such names you could still buy slowly and accumulate. Even Go to here, it's down, high, low RSI, but trying to make some move here in 1 day. So that's what I typically look at low RSI stocks here, and see if they're bouncing off in say 1 day, 5 day type time frame. And I would also look at insiders and institution buying as a catalyst here. We got AGC, and we got here Tattooed Chef. That's a good one here, low RSI. The stock has been trying to bounce back. As you can see here, you could still buy Tattooed Chef here. And we got Beyond Meat trying to make some nice institution buy. Also nice sales growth, as you can see here. And you got Toast here, nice insider as well as institution buy here. And Toast is up in 1 day. That's a good one to buy at these levels and go from there. And I think we got a few more here. Keep watching. We got your BBBY up big time out. Wait a little bit. You could even pass it up for now and wait for a little pullback here. So with that, let's jump in here, and it's a continuation. Keep watching RSI levels as usual. If it is super hot, like one here, Go EV, up nicely, shy away. Don't need to buy at these levels. But when there is RSI lower, like up here, Oxygen here, Oxygen is trying to make some move here. Romeo trying to make some move. Those are the good ones you can see here. If there's a uptick in 1 day, 5 day, not a huge uptick like GV here, Go EV, then you can slowly make your move given RSI is low. And we got one more list here. We got a few more as you can see here. Keep watching. If the stock has made a move already, wait a little bit. Don't need to rush. But keep looking at low RSI candidates, especially RSI less than say 45 or so. Then you can buy them slowly. Names like, for example, the one here, AMC. AMC could be a good one now. It's trying to go higher slowly. And we got one more, couple more here, Sun Power and SENS. Those type of names where there is a low RSI and stocks are going higher, you could buy. Look for catalysts. Look at GEO here and Woozy. Some good catalysts here with insider buying and institutional buying. Those could be good ones too. So with that, let's jump in here and look at a better way to grow your portfolio safely. So we are looking at your positive sales growth, meaning companies really growing their top line. I love those names. And positive gross margin. So these folks are really efficient. They have a good gross margin and low RSI. That tells you stock is pulled back right now. Good to buy. And volume greater than 1 million shares tells you these are liquid stocks, not some no-name illiquid stocks. So with that, here is a little bit better way. I look at this list very carefully because this, you can really buy these names slowly. Given there is a top line growth here, as you can see, quarter over quarter growth always all positive here, and gross margin is all positive here. And keep watching short ratio. They got high short ratio. So these names you could buy safely here. Go to, as you can see here, trying to go higher in one day here. And you got few more names here: Sun Power, SCNS, and even BT, one of my favorite stock here. They're trying to make some move here. You can buy those along with it. Also look for catalysts here, like insider buying or institution buying, like ESPR, insider buy. We got Beyond Meat, institution buy. BT, big time institutional buy. Ring Energy, nice insider buy. So those names will be catalysts for you, so that way they can go higher. So in general, I love these names because they got nice sales growth and gross margin and low RSI, and that tells you stock is dropped off at these levels. You could safely buy these names. These are the growth names with the nice top line growth here. And then we look at few more names. Continuation, it's a descending order of the short ratio here, still low RSI, and some stocks are trying to make some move here, like Sunrun and even United States Steels or X here. You could buy that, because it's trying to make a run here. On the other hand, like AWH, one of my favorite stock here, I've been loading up on this after it came down big time. Trying to make a move here on AWH, given RSI is low, you could still buy some AWH even up here. And as you scan through here, we got Sorrento trying to make a move here. That's a good one to buy. And we got here one more UAVS trying to make a move here. And we got Sonova, again, energy play here, which is solar. It's also trying to make a move. You could buy that one too. So next, look at one more list here: continuation, with the positive sales growth and gross margin and low RSI. Keep watching short ratio here, nice short ratio, low RSI, and keep watching some. Here there are some stocks which are making a positive move here, like VMware. Could be good to buy some VMware here. And we got Clean Spark, one of my favorites here, trying to go higher. You could buy that also. Low price, as you can see here, just $18. And we got a few more trying to make a move here, like TPIC, and we got 2U here, China Online Education here, trying to make a move. You could look at such names. Also Jumia is beaten down big time, nice sales growth and gross margin. You could buy some Jumia also. So with that, let's jump in here. Now let's look at better way to grow your portfolio. Now what we are doing is, in addition to previous criteria, we are making sure sales growth plus gross margin greater than 40%. We call it rule of 40. These are the strong stocks. They grow the top line. They also have a good margin. And low RSI tells the stock is down at this level, pulled back nicely in last 14 days. And net margin positive. These companies make money. These are not money losers. And volume is greater than 1 million, means these are liquid shares. You can trade in and out easily. So this is one of my best place to look for the names here, for if I want to hold them for a little longer. So as you look through here, we got a Tiger on the top here, Chinese fintech play. Low RSI, nice sales growth, satisfies rule of 40 handily. Quarter over quarter sales growth plus gross margin greater than 40%. Company makes money, net margin positive, low RSI. These type of names I would buy and sock it away. So because this will do well, when you don't expect, they will have a nice short squeeze, you'll be happy. And then you got few more names as you scan through here, all with the nice sales growth and gross margin, and companies make money. Some companies make great net margin. Look at BT, look at the net margin, 40%. Stock is down, trying to go higher now. You could buy such names here and go from there. And we got few more names with a high net margin here. We got VC Properties, nice net margin. Stock has been going down. If you're a little bit longer term horizon, you could buy even VC Properties here, given it's a big time down at these levels here. And then as you scan through, you got few more with nice, net margin here. DDD, 3D printing play here. Kathy Wood has been loading up on this. You could also load up. This will also do well as you go forward. I love PAGs here, a great one. Even Grow Generation, good one here. Look, we got Logitech, clobbered after the earnings. Now it's trying to make a comeback here. You could buy some Logitech also. Same story, Cleveland Cliffs trying to make a comeback here, as well as VMware. So with that, look at some more here. Continuation, keep watching here. All these have got nice sales growth and nice gross margin, satisfies rule of 40 handily, nice net margin, companies make money. So you could go with these names also and invest them slowly. Keep watching here. We got stocks like Celsius Holdings, great one, got clobbered after the earnings. You could buy this one too. Penn here, Penn National Sports Betting, down big time here. You could slowly accumulate and take it from there. And we got EDU, all these China's education play, they've been bouncing slowly higher. You could take advantage and buy some EDU, GoTo, and some of the TAL and some of those names and slowly accumulate. And we got whip shops, again Chinese play here, trying to go higher after dropping big time. So I would look at those names here and carefully invest here. I also like Match Group, $142 stock here, has been down of late. Even I think Bumble is not in this list. That's also a good one here. So next we'll look at best way to grow your portfolio. So in addition to sales growth plus gross margin greater than 40% or rule of 40, we look at also net margin and low debt. These are the low debt stocks here, low debt companies. They got top line growth, they got bottom line growth with a nice net margin. You can be safe with these names. As you watch this, in these names you will not see too much high short ratio because short sellers are afraid because these stocks can do well. So with that, as you look through here, you got few stocks at the top with the nice short ratio here. Look at Tiger, BTBT, X, Himax, so on and so forth. Companies are growing top line. As you can see here, quarter over quarter sales growth is positive. They're growing bottom line. The net margin is positive. Companies make money, but for some reason they got a high short ratio. And some stocks are making a move like BTBT, X. They're trying to make a move here along with the VMware, a great stock here. And look, we got Logitech trying to make a move. And we also have EDU and Whip Shop. So you could buy these names here. These are great stocks with the nice top line growth, nice bottom line growth, and they got high short ratio. You could buy these names. I love these names. You could buy them. Look, we got great stocks like Celsius Holdings, 3D Systems here, PAGS, Grow Generation, so on and so forth. So with that, let's jump in here and continuation from there. We got nice top line growth, nice bottom line growth. Keep watching here. Short ratio dropping now. Folks are afraid to short these names here. Nonetheless, these are great stocks here. I love stocks like XLXS here. And apps or digital turbine, a great stock here. Cerner, a good one here. Zoom at these levels, I'm a buyer. I'm slowly buying Zoom on the down days and accumulating. As you look through, we got a few more names here. Look at DOCS, DOC. I think it's a good one also. Pinterest, great name here. You could buy up here and make a nice profit. Insight, a great play here. Dynatrace, it's again a security play. You could buy. Right now it's down. You could buy this and accumulate. So with that, let's jump in here and look at when TTM squeeze meets high short ratio. When this happens, things has to go fast now. So let's look at some of these names. I wanted to be a little bit safe here. That's why I also included gross margin positive candidates and also low RSI and liquid stocks. Otherwise, you'll get a huge list. It's not worth our time. Let's jump in here and look at those names here. As you look here, we got C3AI, Tom Siebel's artificial intelligence company here. Stock got clobbered. This is not catching a break, as you can see here. Stock down big time. Looks like their net margin is down, but gross margin is positive. I've been slowly accumulating AI on the down days here. I think it's okay to slowly buy. It's got a weekly squeeze, TTM squeeze here. I think it's okay to slowly buy here and accumulate. You'll get a nice bounce off of this C3AI here. And you got Fastly here. Fastly is a $43 stock. It's really into content delivery network. As you see here, nice sales growth, nice gross margin, low RSI. As you can see here, high short ratio. This one also you could buy here slowly. Got a weekly squeeze. I think this one also can bounce higher. And then I got Cooper Software here. Again, a great play here. They do a good job in the software area. Nice quarterly growth, nice gross margin. As you can see here, there is a squeeze in weekly as well as monthly. So you could slowly buy this one and accumulate on down days and go from there. So with that few more here, as you watch through, if you want to be safe for back of the napkin type play here. You could look at stocks that are bouncing off in near term, like CHRW, like AKBA, and even we've got a few more here, Hormel. These are the ones that have tendency to go higher because there is a squeeze here. It started to go higher. That kind of indicates it can go higher. This is a back of the napkin way to really see where is that right now a longer term C wave. Is it up or down? It's a back of the napkin way. You could use this as a back of the napkin way. So with that, the ones with the positive 1 day 5 day, you can buy them on the long side, like ABCL, low price stock here trying to go higher. You could buy that given there's a weekly squeeze, as you can see here. And Pinterest, as you see here, down big time. There's a daily squeeze. If you go through TTM squeeze, probably it will tell you don't buy now. But Pinterest, I know that very well. That's why I'm accumulating Pinterest slowly. So with that, let's jump in here. We got one more list here. Same story. Short ratio is dropping off now, as you can see here. But we got nice, 1 day, 3 day, 1 day, 3 day, 1 week, and 1 month squeeze here. If the stock is making a little bit higher in 1 day, 5 day, like QSR here, and even Berry here, you could buy that one too. If the stock is bouncing off in 1 day, 5 day, 10 day, then you can buy those stocks here. Even STEM here, you could buy that one too, given there's a daily squeeze here. So with that, now what we'll do is we'll look at one or two stocks and go into a little more detail, so that way you know how I look at them. So as you look through here, we got the BT here. BT high short ratio, as you can see here, 19%. Stock has been trying to see where to go. In 1 day, there is a uptick here, 2% rally. Look what's happened to on the balance volume going higher. Smart money is buying this stock here, even though it's trading sideways. That's why I would buy this stock here along with the smart money and take it from there. And then you got Cliff here, Cleveland Cliffs here. As you see here, stock is trying to see where to go here. High short ratio, 11% here. And on the balance volume is trying to see where to go. So there's a small uptick here. I would slowly buy on down days and accumulate. Then you got Logitech. Logitech got clobbered after the earnings announcement. Right now, high short ratio, 10%. Nice sales growth. And look here, even on the balance volume is trying to stabilize and go higher. So that's why I would buy slowly into Logitech and go from there. Then we got ABCL here, biotech play. As you see here, short ratio is 5%. Stock is trying to make a move here in 1 day, 5 day, and 10 day. On the balance volume is positive. With short ratio is not too much, but still you could buy this for a long-term play here, given stock is trying to go higher, and on the balance volume is pretty stable. So with that, thank you very much. As usual, look at the entry point with the low RSI, exit point with the high RSI, and on the balance volume falling. And look for catalysts like high short ratio, institution buying, insider buying. If the biotech company, probably catalysts like the pipeline itself is a good catalyst. So with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.